I was feeling great. With the extra time off, gave me a lot of time for me to heal, just get used to what I was going through. So it's been great.
What was it like kind of watching the SEC championship game from the sidelines and just kind of supporting your team in that role?
It's kind of hard, just because I love the game, just not being out there with them. But I believe they had. I believe they had it. We're gonna go through with it. And I believe the game plan and the guys in the running back room. I believe they're gonna step up and take part.
How did you kind of see Jam step up for you when you weren't able to play?
Just being like a receiver, running back. Kind of like the touchdown he caught, receiving touchdown. It's kind of the game plan for me. So he stepped in and took that. It was great.
Could you talk about how your guys' film study is maybe a little different for Michigan than other teams? Isaiah was saying you guys aren't using the individual iPads as much as we. Just how did that come about?
I was just kind of being more secure with it. Kind of not giving it to everybody. So probably so it's just changing the way that we watch it on our own. Kind of watch it as a group now. So it just changed that.
And that's because he said something about like the CAT program you guys use, or
the Thundercloud. Probably somebody leaking our information. You never know. So just send it to one computer what the coaches have. So that's all we watch it off.
Okay. So, and coaches told you guys to not like. Was there like a meeting or a plan? I guess when were you relayed to like, hey, this is what we're gonna do or what we're not?
Probably I think like 2 weeks ago. They just gave our film. They told us we're gonna watch as a whole. We weren't gonna get individual film. So that's when we just made the change.
So you guys been watching film as a team as opposed to
pretty much like individual groups, running back rooms. Yeah.
Right. How's that different? How's that changed your prep?
It's not much different. We do it every day. We come in and watch a film from each practice, so it's not much different.
Are you still able to watch like at your are you apartment, home, whatever, or what are you?
No, we just gotta watch it at the facility. So only at the facility we can watch.
Is that something that you guys are worried about? The sign stealing, anything like that?
No, we're not worried about it. We made the adjustment that we need to make, so I think we're not worried about it.
How much have you followed that? It broke back in middle of October.
I didn't follow him much. I didn't think it pertained to us, had anything to do with us, so I didn't follow him much.
Jase, obviously with it being a playoff game, you guys are focused on that, but the aspect of it being part of the Rose Bowl and the history of that game, does that weigh on you at all? Not in a negative way, but has that grandeur hit you at all that now you get to participate in?
No, just thought the deal, thing of playing in the Rose Bowl, one of the great historic games, one of the first ones. So just being part of that history, that's probably something we thought about. Well, I thought about just making history and that, being a part of it.
Is there anything that you've seen over your football career that kind of compares to the splendor and the pageantry and everything that goes along with that?
I would say being in Texas, everybody loves football. So we had the state championships. I pretty much see it as that. Everybody coming to it, everybody loving it, being one of the historic parts of the game.
Awesome. What is the running back group of you, Roydell, and Jam? You guys are kind of diverse. How would you describe you guys, the trio?
Oh, describe us?
Yeah.
I'll say pretty much we can all do the same thing. We can all do it very different. We all different capabilities. Pass sets. Kind of one guy's downhill, third down. Pass catching, just being on the goal line. We all have different pass sets. Pass blocking. So I see as we can switch it up with it.
What's it been like working with Coach Reese this season? Just him coming in as a new offensive coordinator over the offseason, which is kind of how he's starting the offense this year.
He's pretty much came in the offense. Changed up some plays. We run. Getting our I would say our plays we didn't run in the past. Bring those back to life. Making us more much physical, run down the hill, more offense. So that's been a great.
How much has the playbook changed since that Texas game and South Florida game to now?
I say it pretty much changed a lot. We kind of see now we have more quarterback made runs. Just harping into what we can really do, and just getting guys in the right places. Each individual in the right places, getting guys built-in sets. So that's something that we changed.
Jase, Coach Saban's known for being really squared away on game days and Disneyland and just about everywhere else. If you were a coach, what would your game day fit?
My game day fit? I probably, you know how like uh, Paul Bear Bryant, how he had like the Florida hat. I probably wear one of them. Probably like nice little suit, nice little shoes, dress shoes,
On
something
the
like
field?
that. On the field, yeah, something like that.
And you've been here for a while, been asked a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
What's one question you wish us, the media, would ask you?
Would
Yes.
see my tattoos.
Tattoos?
Yeah, probably see my tattoo. What my tattoos, man.
What do you got?
I got a whole bunch of tattoos. I got like a lion on my hand. You know, I got Humble Beast right there. So the Humble Beast is the lion. So that's why I got that.
Which one's your favorite?
So I got an angel right here on my arm. It's from my great granny. She died like 2 years ago. So I just got that right there for her.
What was the first one you got?
I got this Humble Beast inside my arm when I was probably like 16. I mean, I said 16, 18. Well,
Thanks.
Obviously, Michigan statistically has one of the best defenses in the country. But how do you kind of feel like playing in the SEC week in and week out is prepared you to face a defense like Michigan?
we kind of see is in the SEC, you know, they harp on stopping the run, you know, being physical defenses. So that's what Michigan built themselves on. So that's what we see almost every week in the SEC. So, but it's still going to be a challenge for us, seeing that they only allow a certain amount of yards per game from the run game. So it's going to be a challenge.
When you watch them on film, do they look like an SEC defense, or is it just so different because it's kind of the way Big Ten offenses work?
They kind of look like an SEC team, but it's kind of different because, you know, big teams, they run different sets with extra tight ends and stuff. So it's kind of different to see that.
So I'm sure you've been asked this already, but how are you feeling overall health-wise?
I feel great, you know, with the extra time off we had, you know, it's just give me a lot more time to rehab and get in the training room with those guys. So it's been great.
And how proud of you, or how proud were you of the running backs in the SEC title? I mean, you obviously have confidence in Roydell and Jam. Can you talk about, you know, just how happy you were for those guys in that move?
You know, I was very proud of those guys, you know, stepping in and getting the credit, you know, some credit they deserve, you know, getting the spotlight, and just stepping up when we needed them, you know, seeing them Jam made a receiving catch, just receiving touchdown. Roydell getting in the end zone when it was on the goal line, you know, just stepping up and seeing that. It was a very proud moment.
Can you talk about Jam just a little bit? I mean, I feel like he's kind of one of the running backs who's, you know, maybe doesn't get the spotlight because you and Roydell, no, not taking away from him, but like, can you just talk about his playing style with Jam?
You know, just staying with the, you know, everybody has a role in this team. You know, we said just play your role. So kind of like when he gets in, he plays his role. You know, he makes every opportunity his big one. You know, he tries to make touchdown like every time he gets in the game. So just saying that, like, it was great for him.
Can you talk about how good this training staff is that you'll have at Alabama and
It's a training
how
staff.
good of a job they do at getting y'all back as quickly as possible health-wise?
So training staff.
Yeah.
I feel like they're one of the best in the nation. No, they really see fit what we need. Just like for me specifically, you know, saying that I had the foot injury, you know, just coming in day by day, like keeping me off my foot, and then waiting until like last week. That's when I first started like running, actually, and then getting me back on the field this week to see how I felt, and it's great.
I think that's a great question. Like with Jeff Allen too. Can you just talk about him and kind of his overall role with your guys getting back to health?
Yeah, Jeff Allen, I say he like really goes into detail, like what each player needs in his health wise, just going over each like the plan for it, and just kind of asking you how you feel about it, and just really trying to see how you feel and getting you to your best.
I think Coach Saban's talked about this foot injury's been a little nagging for you this year. Just how difficult has it been for you to kind of manage that while you're having a good season, but kind of have the foot injury lingering?
It's kind of affecting me, you know, just feeling that pain throughout the season, you know. But I say like Auburn game was when it really like truly affected me, you know, kind of feeling that. So getting used to it, getting used to playing with it was kind of a challenge for me that I had to go through.
What have you learned from that about working through kind of pain and adversity?
It's something like at Alabama, you know, kind of you got to train yourself to do, you know, fight through pain, you know, putting yourself through the moments, you know, because you don't get these chances all the time. So just doing that was a great challenge.
Did you have a good time at Disneyland yesterday?
Yeah, I had a great time. You know, it's kind of something I always wanted to do as a kid. So it was great.
What was your favorite ride?
I think I did the what was it called, Millennium Falcon,
Okay.
the little Star Wars thing. Just being on there with a couple teammates, trying to simulate driving and shooting and stuff. Yeah, it was fun.
Which role did you get?
I was a pilot, so I was controlled of going up and down. But I didn't give clear details of how to go up it. Yeah, I didn't give clear details, so kind of crashing a lot, but it was fun. Yeah.
Did you say just at Disneyland yesterday, or did y'all get to go over to the other park too? California Adventure?
Yeah, we went to both parts. Yeah. So.
You've been asked this countless times throughout the season, but like, what's your continued message to younger running backs like Justice and Richard, just to kind of be patient, wait your time? I mean, what's your message? Do you guys even talk about that?
Yeah, I talked about it because like when I was a freshman, when I got my opportunity, I always tell them like when they get the opportunity, take advantage of. When I got in for when Najee and Brian Robinson was here, getting behind those guys, seeing those guys, watching them, just taking notes from those guys, taking it all in, because when sometimes, especially at Alabama, you'll be in those situations. So just taking it all in when you get in, take advantage of it, and just really learn and listen.
Coach Saban said yesterday he thinks you're going to be 100% for the Rose Bowl. You think you're going to get there?
And I'm feeling close to 100% now. So more time to Monday, I feel 100%.
Overall, team health, you guys about where you want to be heading into the
Yeah, I feel like everybody's in a great spot right now. Everybody's in great health, great shape. So I feel good about it.
Anybody on Michigan's defensive line, the linebackers? Obviously, Michigan likes to change things up, hide a lot of schemes before the snap. Anything really stand out on film? Any players in particular?
As what? Like stand out to what?
Stand out as being exceptional. You guys have to game plan around certain players.
Just mostly like defensive line. We had the game plan around those. That's how those guys move. They slant and how we pass block. So we had the game plan around the pass blocking and how we set up certain schemes, especially with the linebackers too, how they plug and their tendencies. But, yeah.
Michigan's ability to rotate. I mean, it feels like the defense is about too deep at every position. Is that something that you guys are preparing differently for than a team that's a little bit more top-heavy with the starters, or is it just business as usual?
It's kind of just business as usual. We see that kind of most every week in the SEC. Those guys try to switch around, change up third down situations. Seeing that. So it's kind of business as usual.
You guys feel confident in your film study, ability to adapt? I talked to Rod Moore, Michigan safety. He said that Michigan does a really good job of hiding coverages, and he feels confident that he'll throw you guys some stuff that you maybe haven't seen before. Is that something that you guys are?
Yeah, I feel like we had like a lot of time to study this film, so we kind of get some tendencies from them that we learned. So I feel like we're very confident in what we got going.
Thank you.
No problem.
You have like almost a month to prepare for a game, and I know you had a little bit of time off, and it's part of practicing and playing every day. But just kind of what's different about game prep when you have a month like this to be looking at the same team? Is it kind of like the first game of the season?
Pretty much, yeah, kind of like first game because you have more time, more time to create a game plan, see real tendencies. You don't have that rush week, basically like 5 days to just learn their team. So we have a whole month just to see what these guys are really, who they are, and what they're capable of.
What have practices been like since y'all been out here in California?
5 minutes remaining.
You said what?
What have practices been like for the team so far since y'all been out here in California?
It's been great, kind of getting used to that field we practicing on. Kind of it's like real grass, so it's kind of slippery and muddy. So getting used to it, because they said it's going to be like that in the Rose Bowl. Like getting used to playing solidly, those guys. But it's been great overall.
Apparently some guys went to Rodeo Drive yesterday. Were you one of them, or do you plan on doing any LA shopping this week?
I plan on doing that today, actually. So after practice, that's what I'm doing.
Do you have something in mind you want to buy, or are you just?
I'm just looking around, seeing what I like, seeing if something catch my eye. Yeah.
Jase, you guys were on this stage 2 years ago, and when you guys went to the national championship against Georgia. How's it feel to be back on this stage, and is there more of a chip on your shoulder to kind of get another ring this time?
It's kind of great to be back here. When we 2 years ago, it was hosted in Dallas. So actually being here in California, the Rose Bowl, so it's a great feeling. And I feel like it's extra motivation this year. all the doubt, all the things we had to go through this year. So just being here in these moments, just showing them why we really deserve to be here.
And you look back at this, from the beginning of the season as an offense, where do you think you guys have grown most?
I would say basically like the growth would be like just attention to detail. Coming as one. Like getting certain guys in certain places. Everybody having a role in this team, role on the offense. Accepting that role, and I say that's what we grew most.
Jase, I'm sure you would have loved to play in the SEC championship, but what was it like to see Roy have a great moment and Jam Miller get a chance to have a big opportunity as well?
It was great. I loved it for those guys. That's something we have on in the offense. Me and running back room. We as a brotherhood, seeing each other, rooting for each other on the sideline. Coming to the sideline, talking to each other. That's something we really stick to, and just to see those guys get in and excel and say that's something we also say is no drop off when each guy gets in. That was great, and I loved it for them.
You work pretty closely with Jalen, obviously, in the backfield. Do you have a favorite Jalen Monroe story that you could share, either on the field or off the field?
Jalen Monroe story. Kind of a lot of them. Let me see my favorite one. I would say like story. Like I would say like a story. I would say like a moment. It's probably when we were playing. I think Ole Miss. Was it Tennessee? It's like when he threw a touchdown, but he got sacked. He got hit. He was laying on the ground. He was injured.
Ole Miss, yeah.
Yeah, he was injured. Yeah, I seen him get up, hop up, and out of nowhere he was just okay and just running around, turned up for the play.
Yeah. I'm sure you've been asked this already, but just how's your recovery been? With the foot, how have you been feeling the last couple
It's been we had a great opportunity for extended periods to get used to it, get trained in the training room with those guys. So it's been a great recovery. Getting back on the field, it's feeling fine. Still working around some things to see what I can do. But as time goes on, I feel like I'll be 100%.
Just what's different about preparation for this game compared to maybe other games during the week? Does it feel bigger as a game?
The moment's bigger, we say, but this preparation is kind of the same. Taking each team, going in and studying, seeing their tendencies, seeing their habits, and changing up what we can do, changing up some more things we can do, some tendencies we have. So I pretty much say that's what we changed.
When you're studying tendencies, especially against Michigan, is there something that you've already read it into what they've kind of been doing? Or?
Yeah, there's some like when we practice, we kind of go over those looks and see if we can remember them, like seeing them on film, seeing when we saw that and what they're gonna do. So that's I can remember them.
Isaiah was talking about watching film in groups a little bit. Is that different for you guys or normal? Or?
It's kind of a change up, but it's normal because we do it every day. As a whole, we watch the daily practice film, but now we have to watch study film. So it's kind of pretty much the same.
Are you guys switching anything up about how you guys prepare or watching film or anything like that to kind of keep stuff under wraps for Michigan because of all that sign stealing stuff?
Yeah, I say we changing up how we share film, so we don't get individual film. We just get it like our coaches get it. Only our coaches get it, so we can just watch it with our coaches.
And so normally you all get it individually, but now you're going through the coaches and watching it with the coaches.
Yeah, normally we get it individually, but we don't know. Not this week.
And that's different from previous field trips?
Yeah, it's different.
Okay. Did you pay attention to any of that stuff when it was bubbling in October or whenever?
No, I didn't take pretty much attention to it, because I didn't think it pertained to us not being in that league, in that conference. So I didn't think so.
Video and transcripts will be on the CFP.
Thanks, Jase.
No problem.